Lonely Valentine, written and narrated by Anon Listen, exclusively for Wholesome Story a Day. The pizzeria is brightly lit, the walls decorated with cheap Valentine's ornaments. Victor sits together with his old friends from college, enjoying the pizza, but without any alcoholic beverages because he drove here and just doesn't drink at all. Instead, he limits himself to a good orange juice. Despite all the laughs and good talk, Victor notices something about the waitress who handles their food. Her smile is always on, but the way other customers treat her is off, since it's not her fault that the food is a bit cold. Victor always has a good read on emotions, so it isn't a big surprise seeing the tiredness and frustration in the waitress's eyes. Her appearance instantly sparks a deep analysis in Victor's head. Cute face, average height, probably in her mid-20s with a voluptuous body. Oh no, there's just no way she doesn't have a boyfriend, he thinks. One heck of a lucky guy. Ah, this pizza is just perfect, John says happily. Okay, I'm probably gonna get going so my wife won't call me asking why it takes so long. I know, I need some good evidence. He takes out his phone and snaps a picture of the whole group. Alright boys, maybe next time? Yeah, would be good, Victor agrees. Maybe somewhere after Valentine's Day so we'll all be sober and ready for another meeting. I'm calling for bowling. The group agrees and they say goodbye. Victor walks to the parking lot behind the pizzeria, which is nearly deserted. Winter snow flies around, accumulating in all places and refusing to melt because the temperature is well below zero. As Victor sits in the car, he rests his head against the seat, wanting to relax after the amount of pizza and juice he consumed. Tens of minutes go by without any worry in the world, until he notices the same waitress in the parking lot, wearing a thin coat. I guess her shift is over, he thinks, watching as she tries to start her car, but the engine just sputters repeatedly. Her frustration is clearly visible. How? She bangs her hands against the steering wheel a couple of times. The woman gives up, stepping out with her arms wrapped around herself against the biting wind. She looks around the empty parking lot, seeing nobody except Victor's car. After a moment, her hesitation crumbles completely as the cold wins over. She steps closer, shivering, and taps lightly on the driver's window. Hey, can I please sit for a second? I'm freezing and my car's dead. She says softly, but clearly with a nervous and desperate tone, anticipating the answer. Hey, yeah, no problem, Victor says calmly, unlocking the passenger door with a press of a button. The girl nods gratefully, opening it and sliding in, shutting it quickly so the cold won't bite her even more. Thanks, I didn't want to bother, but my car won't start and I'm freezing out there. Guess I should have known better than try to work on a night like this, but the bills don't care if it's Valentine's Day. Settling back more comfortably in the seat, she continues. Here I am, all 27 years of me, struggling to make ends meet. Like some kind of cliché, isn't it? Her words carry a bit of humor, but there's an undercurrent of shame and embarrassment in her voice. Sorry, I'm not usually this much of a downer. Just had a really bad shift. As she turns to face Victor, her eyes meet his. So, what's your story? Out here at this hour, you must have something interesting going on. Business meeting? Or were those your friends at the table? Please tell me you're not here to kidnap me, cause I swear if I end up on some sicko's collecting shelf. She trails off, giving him a wry grin. Kidding, sort of. But seriously, what keeps you out on a night like this? Victor laughs slightly, then calmly explains. It's okay, I understand, and don't worry, I'm not a psychopath who'd do such a thing. As for my story, yeah, I was with my old friends from college. We wanted to meet up and talk about life in general, but of course, boys being boys, they got drunk. I don't drink since I have the car and I'm also just shy about it, being more focused on my career and myself. It's rare when I go out somewhere, especially at night, so at least I got to see my friends. She listens intently, a hint of warmth returns to her eyes, and while nodding, a soft chuckle escapes her lips. Well, at least you had the sense to not get too wasted. I've seen enough drunk idiots tonight to last me a lifetime. And hey, don't feel too bad about being shy. I know most people don't exactly come here for intellectual discourse. Trust me, I've had my fill of ogling eyes. Sometimes it feels like that's all I am to people, a piece of meat to look at and think about, the woman says sadly. I used to love dancing. It made me feel alive, powerful, sexy, like I was in control of my own body and my own worth. But working here, it makes me feel like I'm slowly forgetting how to do it, and even the urge to dance is fading because of how tired I always am when I come home. She looks through the window, thinking for a moment. Sorry, I'm just rambling. You don't need to hear all my sob stories. I'm sure I've got better things to do than to listen to some washed up woman pour out her heart. Her tone is self deprecating, but there is a glimmer of vulnerability in her eyes, like a silent plea for understanding. Actually, no, I don't have much going on, Victor confesses. Since I finished college a while ago, I've just been working as a service specialist at my company and living my life. Thanks to my parents, they helped me a bit and I managed to buy a cozy apartment and this nice car. It's not expensive, but I'm happy with it. And hey, don't be sorry. I'm always eager to listen and talk with someone. I'm sorry you have such a rough situation. What about your personal life? Maybe you have a boyfriend you live with?